Hi, I'm Dr. Gemma Roux, Director and Clinical Psychologist at Flourish Psychology. One thing that I've been talking a lot with my clients lately about is how we can actually soothe an overactive nervous system. A lot of us have experienced higher levels of anxiety and stress over the last couple of months, and as a result, we've found it more difficult to relax, we've found it more difficult to fall asleep, and we've just had that feeling that our minds are racing and our bodies feel tense and that we're not actually able to calm down effectively. So what happens when we're going through a novel situation is if there is any sense of uncertainty or any sense of, worry that we're carrying around, our body responds to that by producing stress hormones. The main two hormones that are produced are adrenaline and cortisol. Now, these two hormones serve a really important purpose. They're there to prepare us and protect us from danger. And uncertainty is interpreted by the brain as being a threat to our survival and therefore as being a form of danger. So what happens when we're in highly uncertain circumstances is that our body starts to engage this stress reaction, and while it's quite normal and adaptive, if it goes on for a long period of time, it can actually be really damaging to our body, and it can actually start to create a habit in that our body becomes used to this feeling of constant vigilance. So I want to teach you a couple of quick techniques that can help you to A, recognize in your body if you're carrying excess tension, and B, to help to release that tension and down-regulate your nervous system. So the first of these is breathing, and I know many of you have probably heard this information before, but the breath is one of the most powerful tools we have as human beings to manage nervous system arousal. So when we take lovely, big, deep abdominal breaths, and what I mean by that is we take a deep breath in through our nose slowly for say 3 seconds, and we take that down into our diaphragm rather than breathing shallowly in our chest. And then we pause and we slowly release that air through either our nose or our mouth over about 3 seconds. What you'll notice if you do that a couple of times is that it's almost like your body sighs. And that's the sign that your body is saying, I need this, I need to slow down, I need more oxygen, and probably a good sign that you've been racing or rushing. So this is an incredibly effective technique. It's an easy technique, it's a portable technique, and I would encourage you at 3 different times during your day, each day, to set aside 5 minutes to do 20 nice, big, deep abdominal breaths. There are actually apps that are available that you can download on your phone, or even worksheets that you can find online that describe breathing routines in a lot more detail. But all you really need to know is that the breath goes in through the nose, out through the nose or mouth, and that it's slow, that it's deep, and that it's controlled. And you'll notice that as you practice it, it starts to become easier and easier. So you can do this wherever you are. You might be driving in the car, you might be pushing a trolley in the supermarket, you might be lying down on your bed at home. But as you do it, you'll find it easier and easier. And then in situations where perhaps you're feeling really anxious, it'll be that much easier to use it and to manage those symptoms of anxiety. Another technique that's really helpful for managing anxiety and helping to calm our nervous system is doing some sort of relaxation routine. You can actually pair this with your breathing, and I would encourage you to find a relaxation routine or even a meditation routine that works for you. Now, meditation and relaxation aren't complex. A lot of us think that we need to be some sort of master at meditation, or that it's this really complex routine that we have to learn to master. To meditate just means to think on one thing. So an example might be finding some really relaxing music, or even the sound of the ocean or the sound of rain, plugging yourself into that, or if you're lucky enough, taking yourself down to the beach to experience it for real. closing your eyes and just simply focusing on that one sound, allowing the breath to come in slowly and out slowly. And when the thoughts start to come in, as they will, or the to-do list or whatever it is, to just gently watch those thoughts float away and bring our focus back to that sound that we're listening to. If you can once again do this for 5 to 10 minutes each day, research shows that it can dramatically change the way that our body experiences stress. So I would encourage you to try out these 2 simple techniques. Like I said, there are apps, one being the Headspace app, one being the Smiling Mind app that you can download onto your phone that give you really helpful step-to-step routines for breathing and meditation and relaxation. Or you can just give it a go yourself and keep it simple. But doing this also helps us to make us more resilient against future stress too.